Hello, hello, guys. Welcome. I'm super excited to be here today. So welcome to Live with Jacqueline Valdez. So our next guest, we are going to be talking about his shows, Let's Talk, Over a Cup of Coffee. Also, he is a fabulous author and he has some nominations ahead of him. Super excited. Whoop, whoop. So he also is the author of Media World Through My Eyes, which I'm super excited to talk about. So welcome to the show, Mr. Rodney Wash. Hello.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Yes, super excited and honored to have you here today with us.
I am happy to be here as well. I was like, yeah, get another interview.
Yes, I love it. So you have so much stuff that's going on for you. I'm super excited and proud of you. You are just killing it.
But you know what? Honestly, Jacqueline, it's been a process.
Yeah.
And people be like, when I first came to Atlanta in 2014, I moved here to like be in the media industry. And I
Okay.
was networking my butt off. But keep in mind, prior to that, I've
Right.
been wanting to do this all my life. Like it's in
Oh,
my book, like all my life. So when
oh.
people say you took off fast, I'm like, no, I didn't take off fast. You know what I've been doing in the back end to get to where I am now. Like this took over 27 years.
Wow.
to
And I
get
love
to.
that you say that because it's so true. It takes so much dedication, so much hustle, so much hard work that a lot of people don't really see all of that and kind of get lost in the fame and kind of see, okay, it happened overnight, but you've been really working hard.
Yes. I mean, I got told a lot of no's.
Yeah.
You know, I thought this old handsome face get me right in there. It's like, nah, you gotta work. And I was like, I gotta work. I've been working all my life. I know how to talk, but
I love it.
it really humbled me, really though, because we used to getting yeses all the time, and
Yeah.
somebody tell you no, you be like,
I love it. That's so true. That's so true. And I love that you kept like really just pushing through and really just, being really goal oriented and really focused on your passion, focused on your dream. And you just kept moving and kept going forward.
Yeah, when I go by this philosophy in life, when people ask me what motivates me,
Yeah.
I feel like everything you do is your passion. And your passion is something that you can't be taught. It's something that you do naturally. And I
Mhm.
love to talk natural. I like to talk to people. I love to connect with people. I like to make people laugh. And I feel like, what can I do that will make me want to connect with people? I do a lot of research on it.
Right.
Like I could be a talk show host. And Lord behold, we start off on Facebook with a show called Lipstick and Cognac, where we was bridging the gap between the heterosexual, homosexual world through relationships topics. And
Wow.
we got picked up by Rodney magazine, and from there, it has really just been a blessing on top of blessing. So
Wow.
I'm very humble. Facebook is the plug.
Shout out Facebook. I love it. So yeah, so tell me and tell the viewers a little bit about your background.
Well, I went to college for biochem.
Okay.
Yes, I had a major car wreck during my junior year in 2012, where this is why I don't know if you can see it, but I have a scar on my face. This was like they had to literally sew my face back together.
Wow.
I was a passenger in the car, and my best friend fell asleep at the wheel. And two people died. They told my parents I was dead. So my parents are driving to where I am to like with the hearse to bring me back
Oh
to
God.
Gulfport. So from there, I was like, if I was to die today, would I have been happy? And my answer was no. And that was because I was being a parent pleaser, trying to please my parents. I didn't want to go to school for biochem.
Right.
Even though I'm very good in math and science, I can do all of that stuff. But I didn't want to be a pharmacist. I always wanted to talk and be a talk show host for Sunday Mass Communications. And I'm
Wow.
like, you know what? I'm gonna take my life by the by the balls, and I'm do what I want to do. So in
Wow.
2013, I had an exit strategy. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna go to school looking like this. I was horrified. I'm not gonna lie. I was very much into myself, and I was like, I don't know how my face gonna look.
Oh,
I didn't want to go back to school. And
right.
so I went to work for Walgreens. I was like, I worked for Walgreens for a year, and I'm gonna transfer to Atlanta and then pursue my media career. I was like, in a year, my face should kind of heal up, and it did.
Right.
My grandmother gave me some type of sap to put on my face, and it
Wow.
worked. And when I
Wow.
moved to Atlanta, I remember just like looking up all the media companies in Atlanta. I was
Oh,
like, I'm gonna go visit this network, this network, this network. I want to talk to this person, this person, this person.
right.
And so I had this whole plan drawn out, right? And
Right.
so when I go try to execute my plan, I got told, no, we don't know you. Who are you? Why are you here? Who recommended you? Where's your credentials? So I was
Wow.
like, so that's not gonna work. What can I do to already have like attraction with, right? And
Right.
so me and my friend at the time, we made a show like it's called Listen Cognac. It was on Facebook. And our first episode on Facebook, we got up to like 50,000 views.
Wow.
But look, I thought that was nothing. So let me tell you how funny. I thought it was nothing because people can post a toe and get millions of views. But it was like, Rodney, you gotta think you got 50,000 views for an hour show. Like our
Yeah.
show was like an hour and 30 something minutes. It was like, that's awesome. And I was like, okay, I guess. So we kept going. We started in March, and by May, we was in a local internet radio station called Cluster Media. Shout out to them. I had my first radio internet show. I thought that was pretty cool. It was called Listen Cognac. And then from there, we got picked up by Rodney magazine. And from there, I got exposure to a lot of different people. So I
Wow.
call myself like a young media mogul in the making. I want to be like the next Steve Harvey.
I love it so much. Yes. And that's one thing that just like, gravitates people towards you is you're just so beautiful, not just on the outside, but on the inside, and that you are just so genuine and that you are such an inspiration.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, yes, of course. And I cannot believe the tragedy that you went through and being so close to death like that. That is definitely life changing and
Yes.
definitely, transforms you.
It does. It teaches you just to live life every day. And I want to encourage every parent out. I'm not a parent yet. I'm 30. I start having anybody 35. It's not going to happen for me. But I want to make sure that you tell your kids you support them whatever they do.
Yeah.
Because you can be a dream killer. I call that dream killer parents. I'm going to actually write a book about that. Being a dream killer parent, because like your child could be something great, but because you don't see the vision that God has put in their eyes, you kill it. If I wasn't able to do what I do now, like I have people that depend on me. I have a whole team and
Wow.
we all work together. And I feel like when you are an entrepreneur, we had entrepreneur spirit. I don't care what you do, like you are a blessing to others. You can finance people homes, finance people lifestyles, like people depend on you. And
Yeah.
if I didn't do what I'm doing now, a lot of people that I know that I made connections with and help blossom their career, they
Right.
wouldn't probably, I don't know what would have happened because it didn't happen the way it was supposed to happen.
Wow. And it's so true. It's such a good point that you brought up. I have a friend who has been struggling for many years of being gay and coming out, and his family's very religious. And seeing his dreams be killed and seeing him dying inside really is really heartbreaking because he has so much potential to be something bigger, to be something more.
Yeah, and that's Jacqueline, that's a whole nother topic.
I know, right?
Being a homosexual, just like that's why I feel like we're the best actors because we've been acting and pretending all our life. So
Yeah.
we know how to get the roles. But just being a gay man in general, I try to make sure that when I post on my social media that because every gay person is not like, and I hate that we so generalize one thing. We all don't want to wear makeup. We don't want to get our eyebrows, or if we don't want our nails done, I do believe in a good little, polish, like a clear. But like I don't want all that. And I'm not shaming the other people, but it's a whole spectrum of being gay. And I'm trying to make sure that I show a narrative where you can look at me and don't worry about my sexuality. You see me for me and what the work I'm doing. So I don't want to be like the poster person for gay people. That's not what I want to be. I want to be a poster person for anyone who want to follow their dreams and make their dreams a reality. But am I gay? Yes. And if you know me on the outside, like you've written on me, you know me. But you're not gonna get that. You're gonna get the media Rodney for media
Yes.
things.
I love it so much. And so to be such a media person, did you just kind of, like you said, you knew that you wanted to always do it and you're really good at talking with people and you're really open and personable and funny. Was it anything that you had to do to train to really, hold that title? Because you have some nominations too in your name.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So with being from Mississippi, you already have a draw, right? I
Yeah.
already have this southern draw.
Yeah.
But when I had that car wreck, it affected my speech. So certain words I have to really slow down in my head and
Okay.
say because I cannot. I know what I'm saying, but I can't pronounce it correctly, and that makes me feel bad. But when I felt like that's been my biggest blessing because like even though you might catch me on live like oxygen or oxygen, I'm like, I know you know what I mean. So we're not gonna do all that. But it taught me that my imperfection is it's a great thing.
It's
It's
beautiful.
natural. My scar has really got me a couple of dates too as well, and a couple of things that I did. So
Yeah.
like it just really teaches me to not worry about what I don't have and be thankful for what I do have. And with that being said, I am nominated for Best Talk Show in Right Star Media. You know what I'm saying? Like talk show. You have to learn, you have to pronounce your words correctly. You have to have a good vibe. But when
Yes.
you have that natural draw to people, like you have, like you're so inviting. And when you have that inviting spirit and people can feel that genuinity in you, it makes a good show.
Yes.
And I'm thankful to say the Overcup of Coffee Rodney wife was nominated by Black Media Honors. It's gonna be in August the 21st or 23rd. Don't correct me. I don't know yet. I
Woo!
know it's in August.
Yes.
But I made it through the final round. My picture is on the website. And you guys, I don't think you can vote anymore, but if you can come and support, please. It's been a long time coming. A lot of people say like I was nominated fast. I didn't put in a lot of work, but
Wow.
honestly, Jacqueline, I networked my butt off. That's in my book. The main chapter in my book is called networking because if you don't know how to network, Jacqueline, if you don't know how to cross over to other ethnicities as well, like you're not going. How can you be marketable and brandable when you don't know how to talk to your
That's true.
other brethren? That's not your ethnicity, and you have to learn how to do all of that. And I'm thankful that I'm able to say that I collab with Caucasians and
Nice.
my Latino family and my Asian family and and all that stuff because that makes the world go around.
I
We all need each other.
I agree 100%. And I love that you like open up to different areas. It's so huge to really connect with different people, to listen to different stories, to hear different viewpoints too.
Yes, yes, because like if I'm not trying to get too political, but I want to say this, like Black lives, I'm mixed with a lot of stuff. I identify as Black.
Yeah.
And as being a Black person, yes, I know that we kind of helped build America. I know I'm part Native American as well. I know they came over here and took our land, but I felt really bad when I didn't even know that they had Spanish children in cages in camps in America, in Texas. And I'm like, we holler that we want unity, but we're not doing the same thing for the other aisle and across. We all have to join together. And I just want to make sure that when every time I get a platform, I want to make sure I say that because I felt bad not knowing that it was literally children
Yeah.
in camps in America, in Texas.
It's crazy. And it's a good thing that you're saying something and using your platform because I feel like a lot of these taboo topics need to be talked about because otherwise we're not going to educate people to be better,
Exactly.
to do better if we don't talk about these subjects.
Exactly. So I
Yeah.
think unity is the way.
Yes, yes, definitely. Yeah, it's super heartbreaking. I am Spanish and Navajo Indian and
Okay.
Italian and French, so I'm a mix. Yeah, definitely. And I've survived car accidents too. So it almost stopped my dance career. So I understand that shift of something very dramatic happening to really make you really think, oh my God, I really, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to focus on.
Yeah, I truly feel like, and honestly, when I did my research on some people that I really love,
Yeah.
I feel like everybody who is famous, they have like they almost had like a life changing event or like something like a definite experience, and I'm like, wow, like I
Yeah.
truly feel like you have to go through something to share your story. Yeah, it's good when you were born with a silver spoon, but when you really, sometimes I wasn't able to pay my rent. Sometimes my account was in the negatives trying to get into events, and I'm going to share. And I was sleeping on my friend's counter one point in time, trying to follow my dreams. So, when people see this and they think my life is perfect and I didn't have any adversities in life, that's a lie. Like,
Yeah.
I've been through a lot to get here, and when, people try to dim your light, like, I talk about my good and bad. So you don't like me talking about my good, don't be around me. That's okay. And
Yeah.
also, I know a lot of things people do, Jacqueline.
Yeah.
People want to take, when they see you are shining in a certain area, they think they can do it too. And when they don't succeed like you, they are upset with you. It
Yeah.
is not, but it's not their calling. Like I tell you, gotta understand what your calling is. That's because it might look easy,
Yes.
might to put all this together. It's a whole production. I
Yes.
don't care if you're at home or in a studio. Like, it's a whole production. It takes time to write these emails. You have to know how perfect to communicate with people and all that stuff. It takes time. And you might get on here and be a good because this is what you do. Somebody like, oh my God, how does she book this? How does she do this? Like, they don't know it because it's not for them. So stop. I want to encourage, stop being a follower and really truly understand what is your calling, because that's why a lot of people's dreams don't come true, because you're following somebody else's footsteps that's not for you.
Yes, I love that you pointed that out, because I have been dealing with that. You really hit home with a lot of people have been really following and been inspired, but instead of following their own calling and their own voice, they've decided to start a talk show and have taken a lot of my quotes and my words that I use and similarities. And I feel like, don't try to dim other people's light. Be your own light.
Yes, yes, because I mean, you can tell when it's like here, like, let's be real. We're not the first talk show hosts and people who have talk shows, right?
Right.
But we are completely different in what we do.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
I do.
Like, I'm not gonna feel type of way if I see Jacqueline, like if I see you and go get an Emmy before me. That's not. It wasn't my time. You have to
Right.
learn how to celebrate people. And
Yes.
that's another thing I had to learn. Like, you have to celebrate with a lot of people, and also be in this media industry, you're gonna lose a lot of people. You're gonna lose some close friends who you thought were your day ones. Who you thought that would be there for you forever. People get jealous,
Yeah.
and and something what I had to learn too. Also, Jacqueline, was that my friends did sign up for the personality Rodney Watch. They signed up for Rodney Watch, so I had to learn how to differentiate the two, right?
Yeah.
So let me break that down more. So, like, I want my friends to be my friends, not my fans.
Yeah.
Like, because when you are worried about 5, 6 people not liking your post, not sharing your post, you are negating a whole millions of people who would do it automatically.
Yeah.
It was a point of time, and I'm not gonna lie, I was like, hell, I have like 35 first cousins. I should always have 35 views and 35 likes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It don't work like that. And when you stop doing that, and I got that from a mentor, Dallas. Shout out to Dallas Christopher. He taught me that, like, stop worrying about these 5 people and focus on what you're doing. And when you're doing yourself correctly, you will have people that write you every day. They will email you. They'll send you words of encouragement. When you miss a show, a day you gonna do a show, they're gonna say, "Hey, what happened? What's going on?"
Yeah.
Like, you have people that will actually truly love you and support everything that you do. And be thankful if it's one person on your live, up to whoever, because that one person takes time out their day to support your dream.
Yes, I love that. So many gems you're dropping. It's so true. Just being authentic and just being appreciative of the people that are there and supportive for you, and knowing that you're changing, one person at a time, and, staying true to your vision and staying true to what fires you up.
Yeah, I mean, like, I love media. Like, I even have a podcast called Convo with Friends. Yes. And the reason why this is why I love being a podcaster.
Okay.
And why I got into it is because of cancel culture. When you on here, if people can see you, you gotta be politically correct. You can't really speak your mind. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And you can't, what you want to say, you can't say. But I feel like when you are podcasting, be a podcast, you can. It's a free speaking platform, and I really hate that media is going to this cancel culture vibe, because I want to know how you truly feel.
Yeah.
Long as you're not being blatantly disrespectful, but it's not gonna hurt my feelings if a person say they don't like gay people or they don't like black people. You have the right to say that. Who am I to tell you that we are built on the world? If the United States is supposed to be freedom of speech, keep it that way. We can't do one without the other and can't say, well, you can say this, but you can't say that. No, keep it equal. As long as you're not being like trying to
Agree.
cause harm to a group
Yeah.
of people, marginalized group of people,
Yeah.
say how you feel.
Yeah.
You know, because I already know how you feel.
Yeah.
Did not know how you feel. Like I hated Trump. You know, Trump was not the president for me. But I respect the fact that he spoke his mind. You didn't have to think how Trump felt or you know what he thought. He was
Right.
honest and true. He was. I think that every politician should be that way. I don't want to see the fake you. I want to see the real you. So did I know who I'm dealing with, and if I don't want to deal with you or not? You know.
Yeah. I was just telling a friend that this morning on a phone call that one of my biggest things that I don't like is liars. And if you're going to be mean and you're going to be a jerk, then just be that way. Don't put up some facade, because the truth always comes out, whether it's months later, years later, you always find out the truth.
Yes, and I truly feel like podcasting is a safe place.
Yeah.
That's a whole totally different Rodney. That would come up with frames, Rodney. It's like you're my friend.
Nice.
So with that platform, everybody, it's an open thinking platform. We don't shun any comments. Like right now, we got a YouTube video that's going like semi-viral. It's called Black Lives Matter, and we got a lot of hate on there. You know, but I'm not. Yeah, I might go back and forth with someone, but I'm not going to ever leave anybody comment, because I want to make sure that I have a platform, that podcast platform, for anyone to feel how you feel. I'm not here to tell you how to feel. It's for you to talk and think. Now, do I have to agree with everything you say? No, but I do respect everyone's opinion, because you always trying to shine something that's different from you, and you don't ever want to have an open dialogue. How will you ever grow and learn?
That's true. And you have to have some thick skin to get through this too.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I've realized, being in the media industry, this has kind of just really happened for me recently, is a lot of people kind of come out of nowhere and want to take advantage of you, or want to kind of manipulate you, or want to use your connections.
You felt like you read my book.
Oh my gosh, we are parallel. I am going through what you have been through. It's the last month has been crazy. And just trying to stay focused, trying to stay centered, trying to not let people manipulate or take advantage of me, standing strong, standing thick-skinned, and just focusing on my vision.
I have one word for
I need to read your book.
Yes, one word for you is called contracts. Okay. Contracts is there when you're happy, and it's there when you're sad and you're not getting along. But the contract is a legal binding document that's going to hold what each party said accountable for what they said they're going to do. Right. And when you disagree, you have to part ways. This is the agreement that we are going to go for. I no longer do word of mouth, verbal word agreements, because when things are good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. And sometimes you have to fire people. Yeah. You know, they might feel like they helped you with your career. They might feel like they brought you to where you are. But no, at the end of the day, you're the face of your company. You're the face of what you're doing. And so if people feel like that they can come and take your connections, no. I have a contract now. If I introduce you with someone, 30 days after we stop, if our business deal is done, you can't reach out to my connections. You have 30 days, because what I don't like, and this happened to me, somebody got my connections and tried to remove me from what I put them on, and it backfired. And I hope you see me now, because you know who I'm talking to. And you know, like when you're doing bad business, and you know, and I was wet behind the ears. I didn't have all the answers. That's why I love my book, Media Worth of My Eyes, because I'm telling you all the ins and outs from a beginner perspective. Wow. Now, I'm still learning every day, but just from having your LLC, having a business license, having a business checking account, having the EIN number, all that is important, because like you don't want to owe the IRS, you know, because they're going to say, well, we see you have a 9-to-5, but where you get this other, you know, $18,000 in your bank account? Where's that coming from? You got to pay taxes on it. I owed taxes the first time I filed my taxes. Okay. When I had my, when I was trying to do in the beginning of 2018. So like, there's a lot of things that you have to really know the ins and outs about this media business that needs to be like, you have to be well thought. You need a lawyer. You know, you need a lawyer. You know, I tell people all the time, You have to spend money to make money. Some people agree, some people don't. But if you want to be a $0 person, you can get $0 of results. You know, you might get that one video that might go viral for you, but it might take 18,000 videos to do that.
Yeah.
Just have your business together, because when you have a team, you guys, you don't have to get the most expensive person.
Yeah.
But when you are able to and pay your people, let me say that too.
Yes,
pay your people. Okay. I'm a firm believer. If I made $1, if I gotta give, 10, 20 cents to whoever, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because in the day, they're helping me and we're helping each other.
Yeah.
And when you ask people to be a part of something, I feel like it's so wrong, Jacqueline. I don't know if it happened to you, but it happens to me a lot.
Yeah.
And that's why I had to change a lot of things. I was getting free.com work. And now when people reach out to me, they already know they automatically got to pay for something.
Yeah.
Because when you look like a business, people are not going to treat you like a business. Yeah. And people ask you free stuff. They're going to be charging people to get into the venue, but they want you to come speak for free. Yeah. No, it don't work like that. I was like, what am I doing that people feel like that my work and time is valued to be paid? Yes. Like, you know what? I don't have a website. My media presence was good, but I had my personal life and my professional life mixed in one. And I learned how to separate that. Right. So now when you go to my page, you know exactly what I do.
Yeah.
You have to question what I do, you know exactly what I do. So when I switch that around, people start come and treat me like with respect. Like, okay, I know if I reach out to this person, he might have a fee, and I will be willing to pay that fee. And with me, that's changed that thing. I was able to leave my job and do this full time. So like,
wow. So many gems you're just dropping one after the next. Oh my God. And I feel like this interview was meant to be. We're having like so many like connections here.
Yeah.
You are really hitting home. Recently I just got told to get an LLC also for my show. Yes. And seeing that some people are taking my tagline and using it, but changing one word, it's been just kind of like crazy. So I'm trying not to get sensitive and hurt by it, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, I guess I need to brand that.
Yeah.
I'm learning along the way. Yeah. And just really realizing that me putting my foot down and putting certain boundaries down, it shows more respect from other people and not to be taken advantage of. Because it's like you said, you should value yourself and you should value your work, and people should know what they're coming for and should see what they're coming for.
Exactly. Like I tell people, like right now, when I get off of here, I'm going to run to the gym and go work out for 2 hours, come back home, and do what I got to do to make my business. Cause like these lights that you see these lights in here, or you see these nice little pictures, that costs money. Yes. And if I'm not working and if I'm not doing things, my lights and stuff are off. You get what I'm saying? If people think that the entrepreneur life is so easy, it's not easy. Like I said earlier, we might make it look easy, but you don't know the hours, the countless hours that go in on the back end to make this look like it does.
It's a struggle. Like you said, having a hard time paying the bills, having the lights on. I totally 100% can relate. And just, thinking about stuff 24/7. I feel like my mind is always thinking about interviews and the show and the production and emails and
Yes, but I want to encourage everyone, and I'm guilty of it too. Don't be on a computer for 15 plus hours. You need to take time for yourself. You need to take time to wind down. What I do now, I have time blocks. So I know from 8 to 11, I'm doing this. I'm taking a break from like 11 to whatever to just do me. And then from that time, I pick back up. And then I'd have to break it down because I remember one time I was dating someone, and then, it's horrible. We entrepreneur, the dating life is not as good as you want it to be. I remember they come and sit over my house, right?
Yeah.
And they're here, but I'm on a computer. I was on a computer for 12 plus hours.
I believe that. I've been guilty of editing and on my phone and my computer for hours at a time. And it's like 10 hours go by and I'm like, oh my God. What have I been doing? So you've inspired me to start blocking times,
Yes.
just cutting myself off and making it schedule, because I don't really have a specific schedule. It's kind of all over the place.
Yes, you have to have to make time to answer emails. I have to learn like I don't have to answer every email that I see immediately. If it's outside of my email time, they can wait. You
Yeah.
know, like they can wait. As long as you're not I always tell people respond back within 24 hours. I think that's just a good golden rule, you know, because
I
like I'm
like
learning that, oh, I have an email. I'm out on dinner with friends. I have instant email. My friend's like, no, you don't. They
yes,
can wait.
I am you. Oh my God. You're my soul twin. That's so crazy. So how long did it take you to write this book? That's so exciting.
Oh my God. So shout out to Desiree Lee. She is a phenomenal person. And this how I want to tell you this how good when God will send you people who don't even know you. I remember 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm up, you know, as usual, per usual. And this lady wrote me, and I'm like, what she want? Like, there's a lot of girls hit on me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I'm gay. I don't want nothing from you. So I'm already going this negative notation, like, Lord, I gotta tell this girl that thank you, beautiful, but I'm sorry. And it was completely different. So when I read the email, she was just like, hey, you know, like I've been following you for a while, and you know, and I was scared to ever write you, but you know, I help authors publish books, and I've been watching YouTube videos, and I feel like your YouTube videos are amazing because I was telling people how to build their brand, and she was like, why don't you turn these YouTube videos into a book? And I was like, me being an author, you know, I'm not the most skillful writer. You know, I have typos all the time. And I was like, is this really going to benefit me? She was like, well, you know, there's a lot of programs out there that help you edit your book.
Wow.
So I met with her, excuse me, I met with her at Starbucks. And from there, you know, I went back home. I listened to what she told me to do. I started my book on that Friday, and I finished my book on that Sunday. And I did little minor edits, and I
Ooh.
published it on that Wednesday.
Oh my God. Wow. You were just like flowing. It just totally manifested and happened.
Well, I guess it was easy because I already had it. You know, I just really converted my video to like, you
Okay.
know, whatever. So you know, I guess I had to like really type it out. It probably took longer, but it was easier for me because I already had the material. So I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say like I just wrote it in 3 days. Like, no, I just really just like, okay, let me change the words around. This don't sound right.
Wow. That's so exciting. I'm so excited for you and your book and all of the stuff coming up. What other things do you have coming up for you?
Well, I'm on a reality show, you guys.
Woo! I love it. Oh my gosh, we can watch you.
Yes, I can't talk about it now, but please, you know, look out on my Instagram.
Yes.
Everything is I am Rodney Wash. So you see my name Rodney Wash, just put I am. That's branding purposes as well. Keep one
Yes.
social media handle for everything if you can. And you know, like just I have a lot going on. I'm signed to a talent agency. I have a couple of bookings with that. My book is in a bookstore. I'm a part of a book tour. I'm going to be posting that really soon.
Wow.
And, you know, it's just, I
Mhm.
don't know. That's all I have right now.
You have so much amazing stuff happening. I love it. Aw.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, it's so deserved. You just shine so much light and you're just so happy and just so giving and so fun to talk to.
Thank you. Yeah, you have to be happy, you know, because you're going to have some bad days. So when I have a good day, you're going to see it on my face. You're going to hear it in my voice, and we're going to have a good old time.
Right? Yeah. I was telling a friend every morning I'm playing relaxing music, and at night before I go to bed, relaxing music. I'm going to be happy every damn day. It's going to happen. Oh my goodness gracious. But you understand.
Yes. Have to keep that, have to be happy.
Yeah, you have to keep that positive energy going and just really, change your mind frame if you are in a down kind of mode.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. You know, nobody's really happy all the time. It's the reason why they have a word called sad. I mean, it's a real emotion, you
Yeah.
know. So, like, just don't always let your sad days overcome your good days. I remember when, you know, during COVID,
Yeah.
I had so many plans. And, you know, I was really down one day and I was like, I need to do this, I need to do that. Oh my God, my life is over. And I was like, but dang, I got interviewed by Sheen and Plastic and,
Yeah.
with Vogue. And I'm just like, that was good. I had a good year. Like nothing was turned off. Like my rent was paid through a program and I got money for my business because I had my business together. I was like, even though I didn't get to do like in studio stuff, I
Right.
was able to still maintain my life and get bigger exposure.
Yeah.
So COVID-19, it taught me to be thankful for what you have. And if something don't go your way, find a way to make it better. Make it your way. Don't depend on the studio.
Yeah.
Don't depend on people. And
Yeah.
don't depend on shows. Because
Yeah.
once that's over, what you gonna do?
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Yes. And yeah, Sheen, my second family. I love it that you got interviewed with them.
Yes. That was Shane. That's home team.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh my goodness gracious. And I love that you said, like, really just depend on yourself. And you really just took control of this last year and just kept pushing through. How do you stay so organized and so centered and so like calm? You seem very together, especially with having so many roles that you do.
I have a therapist. I'm just gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have panic. I do have panic attacks.
Me too.
I would say anxiety attacks. I don't know if that's the same thing. I don't know. But yeah, when I get really overwhelmed, and that's why I had to, like told you earlier, I had to make like time block schedules.
Right.
Because like when you are a podcaster, you do radio, you have a talk show, you have a book, you're doing a reality show. It's that can toll on a person.
Yeah.
You got all these different emails, you got send this stuff off to your lawyer, make sure it's right. Then you've been asked to be a part of stuff, and you got to make sure that looks right, and it can be overwhelming. And I had to learn how to get a team. Thankful for the Rodney team out there. Hey y'all, who really helps me and and help me delegate my tasks. And I have to learn how to give control to other people because you can't do it all.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to tell people, you know what, I can't do this. I can, but I don't want to do this. I need to get to somebody who is also good in this area and also know what my expectations are and trust what they do. Don't be a micromanager. Can you imagine working and your manager was always over you 24/7?
True.
That's the same thing for entrepreneurs. Don't be over your team 24/7. If you hire them, you trust them to do their damn job. Okay. I'm speaking for myself. Rodney, trust your people do their damn job.
I love it so much. Yeah, I am struggling through that right now because I am very controlling and I like to have hands on everything. So it's hard for me to let stuff go. And I'm just very particular. So I'm learning to grow in that area. And I'm learning to get a team and learning to trust the team for sure.
Yeah, trust is I feel like that's one of trust and networking.
Yeah. Yeah.
And contracts are the 3 words you need. Trust, networking, contracts. You'll be okay.
Yes, I love it. 3 gems just dropped for you guys. So many gems in this interview. You've inspired me to speak with a lawyer, get my contracts going, get my LLC going, and really get on top of it.
Yeah, so let me tell you this, Jacqueline. I don't know if you ran into this, but I ran into this too. If people if people is coming on your platform, it's shameful if you don't share their stuff. It takes time and the money. I know I pay for programs and I have to make stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's you don't ever get I want to make sure I don't ever get the big head where I'm not, even though my page might be my page, I'm going to share your stuff because in the day you help me expand my platform to a different audience and vice versa. Yeah. And when celebrities or people feel like they're too good to share your stuff, don't interview them. Yeah. It's 1,000 other people out there who want to share your stuff. And I had to learn it the hard way. And now I have that in my contract. If you come on my stuff and here, this you gonna share, you don't put me on the page, put me in a story. Just share it. Because like, hell, we talked. My people already know me. Your people need to know me.
I love that so much. Yes, that is so amazing. I am going to start doing that too. Oh my gosh, you're like my mentor. I'm a little grasshopper.
We're going to keep in touch.
Yes, I love it so much. Yes, because I've had when I first started my show out, it was according to like, people in the community. I was highlighting businesses and stuff like that. And then as I've grown, it's expanded to celebrities and upcoming stars. But in the beginning, there was a lot of people I interviewed that were locals that I was very hurt by, that have not shared stuff. And they have decided to start their own talk shows. And that kind of hurt my feelings. But I'm like, okay, thick skin. I inspired them. I'm real. I'm authentic. Focus on me. Don't be, pity patty, whatever. Yeah. But it's, learning as you go in the industry. And
yes, it's everybody, you don't walk out with knowing all.
Yeah.
But what I do know, and I try to share with people, like, that's why I say contract your best friend. You come on my stuff.
Yes. I love it. We're definitely going to stay in touch. So much fun. Was there anyone that you wanted to do a special shout out to?
Well, shout out to Representative Erica Thomas. She was the first. She's over the Entertainment Caucus in Georgia, and when I met her at Rolling Out, she was just such a love ball, and she just really helped me with the right connections. Our shout out Dallas. Our shout out Rolling Out Magazine. Shout out to my ex co-host Patricia Ville. Because of her, this all is good. We came with this together starting off. So shout out to you, and this shout out to all my supporters, and just thank you guys for just believing in me and just always supporting me, because of you, it's because of who I am today. So thank God. I'm sorry, God. Thank you, Jesus. God. Yeah. Shout out to God. That's it.
I love it so much, and I'm so excited to see your journey and to see all the amazing stuff happening for you, and to see your reality show coming out.
Yes, I'm so. Oh, it's gonna be good.
And you guys heard it here. I love it. So exciting. We'll be tuning in.
Thank you. Yes.
Sure. Was there anything else that you wanted to tell the viewers?
Just follow me. Really follow the podcast. I feel like you can always follow me, but I think the podcast is well deserving. It's with 3 other co-hosts. Shout out to Lakiba Wallace, Ernest Taylor, and Nasha Harwell. We are all 4 make Convo with Friends, and that's CONVO with Friends with a Z. And you can Google us. We pop up on all podcast platforms. We have broken over 25,000 downloads with only 10 episodes.
Wow.
So we're doing really good, and because of you guys supporting, so make sure you support the podcast. You can write us a letter, all that great stuff. So we answered on air. You'll be really, it's well informed. It's an open speaking platform where we welcome all things. Like I tell you, can be a racist. We don't care. You're welcome to come and listen and voice your opinion, because I want to make sure that we change the trajectory of being an open platform where people can talk and feel how they feel. Because I want to know how you feel, but we can all bridge the gap and hopefully come together. If we don't, you stay on your side, but still listen.
And I love that, because not a lot of, platforms, they say they are open, but they really aren't. It's like you can say certain things, but you can't say certain things. So it's really nice to know that there's something out there that is so open and accepting of everything, even if it's all different beliefs.
Yes, I think that, like I said, it's important.
Yeah. What tip would you give someone who's wanting to get more views or wanting to go viral? Because you have gotten a lot of views.
Oh my gosh. I do believe in marketing, starting off first, I'll say put $300 so you can help Instagram and Facebook, whoever you're using, to get your stuff out there. And once you do that, network. Okay. And then also I use, they're not paying me to say this, but I use Canva. Canva Pro is best. It's one of my good friends. I use YouTube University. I'm a big YouTuber. Oh my God, Jacqueline, I be on YouTube all the time because it's so much free information on there. They get paid because you're viewing it, so they're going to give you what they have because they're making money already off of YouTube.
True.
So it's just it's YouTube is my best friend, and just understand the marketing. Just marketing. Marketing is really, really important. If you don't know anything, please understand who you are. trying to reach your niche. That's okay. That's all. Your niche is very important. If you don't know who your niche are, who your audience are, start over because you're just gonna be talking and then you're mad because you don't want to know. You have good content,
Right.
but nobody's viewing it because you're not reaching the mark you need to reach. So understand who your niche is, who you are marketing to. Like I said, our podcast, we only have 10 episodes. We have 25 plus downloads and counting because we combined all our things together and we understood who we were talking to. And and we joined groups on Facebook and on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a great platform on LinkedIn, and we network with them, and we join a supporting community where, oh, okay, yeah, you come on my platform, we share your stuff, you share my stuff, and we got downloads like that. So yeah, Come Over Friend Podcast is going to have its own show. I'm speaking to existence.
Yes,
we
I
picked
love
up by a network because we're just that good.
Yes, and you heard it here first again.
Yes, Jacqueline.
I love it so much. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, like you said, LinkedIn, I just recently started getting on there, and people don't realize how much work social media is. It's a lot of time. It's very time consuming, and it's a lot of work. So just stay with it. Stay with your path and stay on your vision and do the hustle.
You know what? If I was to ever, get tired of doing this, I want to take a back burner and just like take a break. I would do social media stuff. You can pay me. Like, yeah. When somebody say, "Oh, I'm a social media manager. What's your price?" I used to cringe when I heard their prices. I'm like, "Oh my God, there's so much. All you do is posting." But then when I started doing what they do, I understand.
Yeah.
So I don't blink when somebody say, "Well, my service is probably $1,000." I'm like, okay, because I know what you do. I see your work. So because doing social media is not easy. The hashtags, researching that stuff.
Yeah,
not easy.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. A lot of work goes into it. I love it. It has been so much fun and such a pleasure. What is it that you want to be remembered by?
Oh my God, if I was to go away today and go home, I want people to be resilient, being open and honest, and being happy. Because I think it's important to live your day every day unapologetically. And I'm not saying it be in a rude way, but just be you. Be true to who you are. So if your time was comes to an end and you're gonna meet whoever your maker is, whatever you believe in, you can say, you know what, I lived my life to the fullest and I was happy doing it.
Oh, I love it so much. And you already are such a huge inspiration, and you're so loving, you're so kind, and you're just so genuine and just so inspiring.
Thank you so much, Jacqueline. I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this. This has been one of the best interviews thus far.
Oh, thank you. It has been so much fun.
Yes, you're really good at what you do. Really good at what you do.
Oh, thank you so much. That means so much coming from you.
You're welcome.
Yes, and we will definitely stay in touch, and we'll have to do a part 2.
Yes, and probably on a podcast you can come and talk and we can learn about you.
Yes. I can talk about pole dancing. I can talk about yoga. I can talk about Pilates. I could talk about all sorts of stuff.
Okay, pole dancing.
Yes, I teach pole dancing. I can even teach you some pole dancing. Yes, I own it. Exactly. Yes, you already know. I love it. We'll have so much fun.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much. It has been such a pleasure and such an honor. And I can't wait till next time. And we will definitely keep in touch.
Yes, Jacqueline, keep doing the great work and keep fighting the good fight.
Thank you. You too, my love. Thank you for illuminating the world with your presence.
Thank you.
Lots of love.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Take care. Thank you guys for watching Live with Jacqueline Valdez, illuminating the world one voice at a time. Thank you guys. Lots of love and light.